Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So, as many people know, the Biden administration has decided to move forward with placing Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. And as reported in MSNBC, on their website, it says that the Treasury Department is taking steps to resume efforts to put Harriet Tubman on the front of the new $20 bill. And it also goes on to say that the Obama administration announced in 2016 that it will be placing Harriet Tubman on the bill, replacing Andrew Jackson. Uh, this article goes on to say that the Trump administration said in 2019 that the change would be delayed until at least 2028 because of technical issues. That's what they claimed. So now you have the Biden administration deciding to move full steam ahead on this issue. And I want to share some of my thoughts about this issue. Back when the Obama administration announced this, I did a video about that. I will post a link to that video in the card so that people can check that video out. I encourage you to check it out because it deals with some of the controversy that was going on at the time when this issue was first raised. Now, I've noticed online there have been a lot of these Hotep people, basically trying to rain on this particular issue, basically trying to crap on it and make it seem like this is nothing, that this is so insignificant. And they have even gone so far as to condemn a civil rights organization that shared an article about this development on Twitter. And I'm not going to focus on what they had to say about that organization. Instead, I'm just going to deal with the core issues in this situation. So here are my thoughts. First of all, America is not a white country. America is a racially diverse country. It's a country of many different types of people, of many ethnicities. And many people have contributed to this country, especially the African American. The African American has fought in every single war in this country. We have contributed greatly in every area of this society. And we should be recognized for our accomplishments. If they can put racist, old white men who own slaves on, American currency, then surely they can put a black woman on the currency, a black woman who fought for liberation for black people. This woman, Harriet Tubman, not only did she escape slavery herself, this sister risked her life, she risked her freedom in order to rescue and free many black people from bondage. And that deserves to be something to be commemorated and celebrated. Black history should not be confined to 1 month in the year. It makes no sense for a racially diverse country to only have white male faces on its currency, especially given the fact that black people have contributed greatly to this country. And what better way to honor somebody than to have their face on the United States currency? What better way to honor and recognize a people and their culture and their history than to have their images on money? When people, celebrate historical figures, they are making a statement about their values. That's what a country does when it puts certain images on currency. It's making a statement about their values. And if this is a country that wants to move forward, that wants to advance, that wants to be progressive and move in a more inclusive and diverse direction, it should honor and celebrate African Americans who have contributed so much to this country, that have made this a country that welcomes, and makes it possible for others to enjoy certain basic human and civil rights in this country. So, I think that it is a positive thing. I think that it is a step in the right direction to honor this sister. And it's a symbolic thing as well. It's something that's symbolic but significant. We all know the power of symbols. It is powerful for people to be able to look at a dollar, at some money and see a black face on it. There is power in that. Symbolism matters. Symbolism not only reflects values and stuff like that, it helps people see themselves in society and have respect for themselves. Um, so that's one thing that has to be pointed out. By putting Harriet Tubman on the currency, on the $20 bill, that will make a statement about America and its values. It will make a statement about this country placing value on freedom, on liberation, and on black history. And I think that that is a very important statement. Just like we put people on stamps, we have statues erected to celebrate historical figures and their legacy. It's time for us to have this sister on the currency. I think that that is warranted based on what she has accomplished and what she represents to this country. One thing that has to be pointed out is that, that we are a part of this country. And if we are a part of this country, this is supposed to be a diverse and tolerant and accepting society. It can't just have the faces of dead white men on the currency. Especially given the fact that, some of the faces on that currency are people that enslaved our ancestors. If they can put those no good slave masters on currency, then surely they can put our sister on the currency. Now, one thing that I have to point out is, there are a lot of people that have basically crapped on this, as I pointed out before, basically have said that this is nothing, this is, meaningless symbolism. And, they're saying that there are, more significant things that need to be done. And for the reasons I previously stated, symbolism does have value, it does have a place in society. Um, Symbolism is a huge part of society. But no one is asserting that because Harriet Tubman is placed on a $20 bill, that everything is wonderful. That's all that we need to be satisfied. That's all that we need. Period. To to accept the Biden administration and what it's doing. This is a first step. And instead of just crapping on that first step and condemning that first step, let's just take a moment to reflect on the significance of it and the impact that it has. This is just the beginning. You know, we can still have, this important symbol on the currency while we still push hard for the other issues, the more significant issues that matter to us. So those issues such as reparations, those issues such as better schools, quality education, and ending wealth disparities and health disparities and dealing with police brutality and all those issues, we can still push those issues while at the same time embrace positive, progressive symbolism, celebrating black people and black women in particular. We know how black women are regarded in this society. As Malcolm X said, black women are the least respected and protected members of society. And it's time for us to honor and respect our sisters. And what better way to honor and respect the black woman than to put her on the currency of this country? So as long as we live in this country, we need to demand that we have everything that other people have in this country. So with that, I'm going to say peace and blessings. Please rate, comment, subscribe, like the video, share the video. Tell me your thoughts on this issue. What do you think about Harriet Tubman being on the $20 bill? And what do you think about these naysayers who always have something negative to say about anything that the Democrats do? These same people that look and hunt for a needle in a haystack and have all this negative stuff to say, they didn't have the same kind of energy when it came to the blatant racism of the Trump administration. In fact, some of them tried to get you to suppress your own vote by telling you that you should hold your vote and all that other foolishness. Yeah, so, those are my thoughts about this. Tell me what y'all think. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you'll know when I post new content. Peace and blessings. Have a great evening.